Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. Today I am going to share another interesting topic that is related to challenges with the maintenance process and what can be done to manage it. You must be knowing that it's a series which is going of 6 episodes. The first one was with respect to the maintenance process. Second one was about the preventive maintenance. Third one was about predictive maintenance. The fourth one was about IoT and its linkage with maintenance process. The fifth one was with respect to TPM, total productive maintenance. And this is the last episode of this series wherein I'm going to talk about what are the challenges that an organization can face or may be facing with respect to maintenance process. What is the impact of that? What are the possible reasons for these challenges? And what possible measures organization can take to avoid that? Well, in general, if you see in any industry, maintenance process has got a lot of challenges with respect to maintenance of the machine and ensuring that the machines are working effectively, giving full productivity and ensuring the quality of product. But in most of the cases, as per my experience, I've seen that people are aware about all the possible reasons, all the possible problems, but still we look out somewhere to find out the solution. Sometimes we hire some experts to give us a solution and help us to find a thing. Somebody has rightly said that it is not the mountain that we conquer, but ourselves. That statement was given by Edmund Hillary after climbing Mount Everest in 1953. Something similar is in industry also, wherein in majority of the cases we are actually aware about all the issues, all the problems, but still we look out to find it. Let's try to understand what are the possible challenges that a maintenance process faces and what can be done with respect to that. The first one is with respect to competent or incompetent manpower who are operating the machines. When incompetent manpower operates the machine, that leads to breakdown of the machine frequently. That also results in the loss of productivity and quality. And what is the reason why incompetent manpower is being used? So there are a couple of reasons. The first one is that maybe the organization has not identified the competence needed with respect to that particular machine. Say an organization can have a CNC machine or a welding machine or a paint shop or welding machine or maybe different kind of machines they are having. So unless and until the competency is identified and it is being checked that whether person who is working on the machine is competent with respect to that particular machine, it can lead to many issues. Then secondly, regular movement of people. People are leaving and coming, especially in industries where majority of the workers are contract workers who are working. So there is a regular movement of people. So that also results in that the people are not competent enough, and that results in the machine breakdown. What needs to be done? What can be done? So maybe first of all the competencies can be identified, then it can be ensured that whatever competency that is being identified, whether people are competent as per that, and regular upgradation of their competency can be done to ensure that only the right people are working on the machine. The second challenge is with respect to especially TPM certified or TPM enabled or the people who are implementing TPM in their company, about the my machine concept. In many companies, it is being observed that although the my machine concept is there, but still the operators are more focused on the numbers rather than ensuring that the daily routine maintenance are being taken care by them. So what's the impact it happens? The key impact is that even though we expect that the maintenance people will work more on the improvement side, but they are still busy on doing the routine maintenance. What are the possible causes with respect to that? So the first one is that the focus of the organization is on numbers, and for them achieving a certain number is much more important than doing the routine maintenance or certain things which may involve maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes in a day. So they don't want to put that time with respect to that. Second reason could be the involvement of the key people, the top management, for ensuring that that when they initiated with this drive of my machine concept, whether it is being implemented or maybe for a period of time now people have forgotten that. What needs to be done with respect to that? So first of all, it's important to understand that what are the benefits organization has derived from the my machine concept. That needs to be reminded to the people again and again. Then second thing could be with respect to involving the right people who will make sure that only the people who are assigned to do the routine maintenance, only they are doing it, and the involvement of the maintenance is not being done with respect to that. The third key challenge with respect to maintenance process is with respect to selection of machine during the design process. Now, when the selection of right machine is not being done during the design phase, it leads to maybe inexpensive machine, but that machine is also incapable to give the kind of quality or the volume that we have committed to the client. What can be the possible reason with respect to that? So one of the key reason is that maybe we are not involving the relevant maintenance people at the time of team feasibility, wherein we are deciding what kind of machine that we need to purchase. Second could be that during costing phase, we have not factored in that we need to purchase a new machine, or even if we have factored in, we didn't analyze or found that what will be the cost of the machine. So we have to settle for a machine which is not enough capable to give the right quality of product. What can be the actions that organization can take? So first of all, involvement of the right people during the process design phase, that is one thing. Secondly, just ensuring that in case the machine is incapable, can they identify what are the lessons learned from here, and are they going to use this lesson learned in the new developments they are going to make, so that whatever mistakes that has been done now, they can be avoided in the future. The next challenge with respect to maintenance processes with respect to availability of poor quality of spare parts. Either they are not available, even if they are available, the quality is not very good. So what is the impact with respect to that? It results in regular breakdown of the machines, it impacts the quality, and it increases the maintenance time. What are the possible reasons why it happens? Maybe because the person who is buying the spare parts does not have that know-how or understanding that for the low cost whatever spare part they are purchasing, what kind of impact it is going to have on that in the entire process. And secondly could be the clarity or identification of what make of spare part is needed, that is not being specified or identified at the time of indenting. What are the possible solutions with respect to that? So one thing is to prepare an MIS wherein we need to specify that what are the losses that has happened because of the machine breakdown, which has resulted in low productivity and poor quality of the product, which may have resulted in rejection either from the customer or maybe the losses which the organization may be having internally. So that can help the organization to identify and decide that whether they should continue to buy the poor quality spare parts or not. The next possible challenge with respect to maintenance process is with respect to the usage of machine. Say for example, when we are driving a car, even though the maximum speed can be 180 or 200, but still we don't go beyond 80, 100 or 120. Something similar is expected in the machine. Yes, even though we need to use the machine to its fullest capacity, but then we need to give regular breaks so that the machine can recuperate, just like as an individual we do that. But if we are not doing enough for that, so that can result in frequent breakdown of the machine. It can also result in not knowing that when the next breakdown is going to happen and the quality of product which is going to get impacted. What is the reason for that? Maybe because we are more focused on numbers. We have not identified what is the right capacity requirement, and when we started producing we realized that we are short on capacity. So rather than giving a break to the machine, we want to use the machine to its fullest capacity, and that can be a reason for that. So what are the possible solutions that can be done? So one is to do a proper capacity analysis, to do a regular capacity analysis and keep on reviewing it based on the machine capability and the usage of machine in terms of number of years, because we know that as the number of years will go slowly and steadily, the performance of machine is going down. So planning for the next machine can be done accordingly. So that can be one way of managing this thing. Another challenge with respect to machine maintenance is the involvement or the seriousness of top management with respect to maintenance process. So when the top management is not involved or not serious about maintenance of machine, it results in that people don't give that much of importance to maintenance process. That just becomes a a support process whose role is just to maintain the machine or just to make sure that machine is in working condition and nothing more than that. And what's the reason for that? Maybe one of the key reasons with respect to this is that the 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 usage or the importance of maintenance to ensure the quality of product, to ensure the cost of production, that is not being communicated or that is not being understood in a correct manner. That can be the reason. Or maybe the priorities of top management are quite different from looking into this, that the maintenance process is an equally an important thing to do. So what can be done with respect to that? Maybe whatever indirect losses that are happening because of frequent machine breakdowns, because of the poor quality or low productivity, they can be accumulated and that can be shared. Maybe the trend chart with respect to mean time to maintain, mean time between failure, mean time to repair, those data can be projected to top management to tell them that because of the poor quality of machines or poor quality of spare parts, what kind of impact that is happening to the overall process. Then another challenge with respect to maintenance process is with respect to that whether actually we are doing preventive and predictive maintenance or it is just on paper that we are putting some ticks and making a report of it. What's the impact? Impact is similar, that there will be frequent breakdown. The predictability of the machine, we don't know that when it is going to it will be under breakdown, and the quality issues which are going to be there along with that. What's the reason for that? Maybe the involvement of top management is a little bit less. Maybe it could be more because nobody is giving importance to the to the maintenance process as long as machines are working. So what needs to be done with respect to that? So maybe first thing is to closely monitor the performance of maintenance process, to question them from time to time that when everything is done as per the plan, say predictive maintenance and preventive maintenance, why still the breakdowns are coming, why still the quality of product is getting impacted, why the cost of production is increasing. So if the right kind of questions can be asked to them, so maybe that can push them to see that whether they are actually doing the real maintenance or it is only on papers. Then another important challenge with respect to maintenance process is with respect to using quite old machines and still we are using for the mass production. Say for example, a machine has a certain life, say for example 10 years or 12 years, but still we are using it say for 15 years or 20 years, and we are expecting the same kind of quality, same kind of productivity from that, whether it is possible or not possible. So it's important to look into this aspect, that whether there is any tool duplication plan, just like tool duplication, whether there is a machine duplication plan or not. Are we doing more frequent preventive maintenance than we are doing it for other machines? Do we have more quantity of spare parts than for the other usual machines? Are we making sure that we are not using it say to its 100% capacity and maybe only 70% or 80% so that we can still continue to work that machine? So these are certain things that an organization can think about that. And there can be many more challenges with respect to the maintenance process. And if an organization takes care about all these possible challenges, then it will lead to zero accident, zero defect, high productivity, high OEE, employee satisfaction will improve, morale of people will be very high, and customer satisfaction will be enhanced because they are sure about the quality and the delivery performance of the organization. So if I do a summary, I talked about different kind of challenges with respect to maintenance process, like challenges related to operator competence, aging of the machine, non-availability of critical spare parts, in process design, effectively the selection of machine not being done, during procurement, the procurement is slow, non-involvement of top management, and few other things that I discussed now. Well, so this is the last episode of this series. In case you think that this video is relevant for you and has helped you in learning something new, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case you want to understand a little bit more about this video, so you can click the below link and you will find a blog there, and that will give a more detailed information about that. Thank you.